Hey, everybody. Welcome to the unexpected stage where we talk about velocity and action. I have the pleasure of being joined by Gary Newe. I'm going to have Gary introduce himself in just a second. But Gary's with F5. They're one of the leading tech companies in the world in application delivery, networking, cybersecurity. And Gary's going to tell us about some of the things he and his team have been able to accomplish. Gary, how you doing today?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for having me. Really excited about this.
Thanks for being with us. Really appreciate you, man. So let's do what a good storyteller does and start with the end. So when you think about F5 and product market fit, it feels like a misnomer. You guys have established that. You guys are one of the leaders in the space. So when you talk about establishing fit, how have you done it? How have you achieved it? How have you maintained that position?
Yeah. So like any company, and this is there's always a little bit of tension between sales and product, right? But one of the issues we had was when we provided feedback to our partners in product was in some cases the quality of the data. Okay. It was difficult. It just took time to kind of associate it with customers and get all that real information that our product leaders wanted. And that kind of led to a couple of issues. One was, the squeaky wheel problem where whoever shouts the loudest gets their feature built. But it also impacted our credibility with our product partners as well, because if we would say we need X product or X feature and they would build it and then it wouldn't result in a lot of sales, there was a credibility issue there. So Vivin, I think the first time I saw Vivin many years ago, the one thing that really stuck out to me was this product alignment part of it. This was a way to quickly associate product feedback with our customers, with our opportunities, and with that real data. And that instantly just leveled up the quality of the data that we can provide our partners in product.
You think about the traditional methods of capturing the feedback and kind of the challenges you ran into. Was there anything specific about what Vivin did for you and the team to help you do that faster with the higher levels of quality?
There's a couple of things. One is linking the gaps directly to our CRM is critical. Being able to kind of identify if there is opportunities at risk because of a product gap or a product issue is really powerful. But more than that, just being able to assign a customer name to a product request and to have that chain of custody, so to speak, so you know who submitted it, what they wanted, who the customer was, all to be able to provide that to the product managers is really, really powerful. And it's kind of funny now because we see Vivin, our partners in product see Vivin as a way to offload some of those requests. So now if an architect or an SE or a sales guy person in the field calls up the product manager and says, hey, my customer really wants this feature, what does the product manager say now? They say, is there a product gap for that in Vivin? Right. So we got that loop going around. So that gives them the power to push back and get it back through the process. But it also helps us reinforce the process with our sellers too.
I know with any good relationship and partnership, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. You talked about building trust. How long did it take to get there? You talk about a process that I think a lot of our customers would love to have, but it took you a while.
It took us, I would say, probably about 2 years in total. But there was a couple of kind of big kind of mindset shifts I think that we had to do to get that. And the first one was that our partners in product were on the same team, right? They don't like saying no, right? They don't like pushing back, but they see a different picture than we do. And understanding that and having some empathy for what they have to do really helped when we started kind of setting expectations with our sellers. If you put this in, it doesn't mean it's going to be built, right? But it means that there's data in the pipeline and that this is one data pipeline that our product managers use. And kind of once we got around to that kind of thinking, that really helped adopt it. And we saw some quick wins as well. So we saw some situations where we were able to move the microscope very quickly to a certain area, to a certain feature or a certain customer that needed help urgently. And having the data really helped us do that. We were able to kind of change the direction of an entire product, which is very powerful for us. So we were working on kind of a new direction. We saw it wasn't working as well as it should. So we were able to get the data, provide it to our product teams, and everyone sat down and said, right, this isn't working, let's pivot, let's change, and let's move on together.
Gary, one of the things that, was always fascinating to me was the notion of, you're in the middle of kind of the sales team, product team. Why do you believe the solutions teams uniquely qualified to be the arbiter between the two?
Probably for the same reason we are solutions engineers or solution architects in the first place, because we understand business, we understand technology, we can articulate solutions to customers, we can use those same skills to articulate problems back in the product. For us specifically, we created a team called the Global Solution Architect team. So we have our solution architects, but the Global Solution Architect team their job is to really interface between sales and product. So while you can say it is the role of product, it's also the role of sales to make sure you're heard and you advocate for your customers the right way.
How do you balance autonomy? If I'm product, do I feel weird that you guys are in the room, or am I empowered to kind of still make my decisions at the end of the day?
No, I mean, honestly, I think our product teams, they want to sell, they want to win as much as we do, right? It's not our job as in sales to define what's built, right? That's up to the product managers and the engineering teams. And I say it to, we have kind of people in the team who will say, oh, I think we should build this. And well, if you think you should build it, go be a product manager, right? It's not an easy job to be a product manager, but if you want to do it, go do it. There's plenty of successful product managers who are SEs. I think it's a great career path for a lot of people, but just understand it's different. And when our product kind of partners see us stepping up and helping them that way and kind of, asserting their authority on their behalf with the sales team as well, that helps the relationship too, because they know then we're all in the same boat together.
Gary, someone's listening to you right now and say, hey, I want to be able to do that. What advice would you give them? What do you wish you knew sooner?
There's a couple of things, right? Look, know that product managers want the data and we have an obligation to provide quality data. Okay, and that's what this does. It gives you an easy way to provide quality data. The alternative is to call all your SEs, ask them what the product wants, write that up on an Excel sheet, and no one wants to do that. Right. The other thing is then is advocating for the quality of the data to the product groups and leadership in the product teams as well. We got buy-in very early on from our chief product officer at the time because she saw the power of data. She was an analytical person and she saw the quality of the data that we could provide that could help her team make good decisions. And so that was key. And the other thing is setting expectations early. We had a couple of false starts where we lost maybe the field. They'd fill in a product gap. It wouldn't be built straight away or it wouldn't make it into the next release or even the next release after that. And they would kind of, well, why am I doing this if it's not working? It's not working and my features aren't being built. So just kind of framing that it's not about getting your feature built, it's about getting quality data into our partners and products. So as a company, we can deliver better products for our customers. And then just kind of consistency. Okay, just keep at it. You got to keep at this. It's very easy. And a lot of initiatives fail because you start implementing an initiative, you take your foot off the gas after 6 months because you think it's going okay. And then a year later, it's like, oh, what is that? No, we don't do that anymore. So you got to be consistent. If this is something you want to do as an organization, you got to keep revisiting it all the time.
Yeah. Got to go to the gym every day. Can't just go once or twice. And expect to get fit. You gotta go. You gotta stay consistent. Gary, any results you're comfortable kind of sharing with the audience?
There's a couple of kind of, I guess, the intangible results, which are around kind of our relationship with product now is rock solid. It was always good, but it's even better now. And when we're talking to product managers and when we kind of say something or ask something or suggest something, we can point to data straight away. Now our credibility has gone way up. Okay. So now if we ask for something and we say 20 customers want it and there's $100 million on the line, they go, right, I believe you. Let's look at it and let's have a proper assessment. On the more quantitative side of it, it's definitely helped us in our prioritization and working with product managers. And they'll say the same thing. It's easier for product managers to make a decision based on the data when they know the customers that it's for and they know the direct impact it's going to have.
Appreciate that. And one more thing, what are you looking forward to next? What's the F5 team looking to do and how are you looking forward to Vivint helping you accomplish it?
Yeah, so we're really excited about the new kind of features around product gap triaging. We're excited about how we can leverage expert analytics more to kind of give better insights to different stakeholders across the company, particularly again when it comes to gaps as well. And obviously, I mean, this wouldn't be any kind of summit these days if I didn't mention Ava. I mean, like we're really interested in that and looking forward to seeing kind of what that does because I think that is really leading edge right now and it's very exciting kind of to see where that's going to go.
As are we. So we're really excited. Gary, thanks for spending some time with us talking about velocity in action. You and the team have been phenomenal. Much luck to you as you guys continue success, and we'll be with you every step of the way.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thanks.